Leaving the hospital. Sorry about my last video. It has that stupid music on it. I think you can hear me just fine. So just try to listen and try to... Hold on, don't back into me. Try to see how I... The purpose of this is to see how different I might look after this therapy. As far as like an immune system response or whatever. It went okay. The catheter went in normally. I think I'm getting more used to it. You really don't feel it until it hits your prostate. You don't feel it at all. But actually I kind of stalled. She goes a little bit quick sometimes. Like right away after she puts the numbing stuff in my urethra, and I almost feel like I can feel that more. So this time I could not feel that because I was talking to her for a little bit. Because now we're kind of friends. But I can feel it in there. I actually feel my bladder's been a little bit sore for just a little bit now, like all week, you know, from the last treatment. So once it hit now, I can feel it sore again, starting to get sore again, and pretty much walking down the steps and down into the parking lot, I'm already feeling a little bit different. I'm pretty sensitive when it comes to how I feel. I know how I feel from day to day. Starting to feel, I don't know, it's headed that direction. So we'll just kind of keep talking some shit here and while we drive home. But I've got kind of on the left side of my head kind of a pressure. Not so much of a headache, but just a pressure. But my nurse is really cool. You know, she does a great job. She's very personable, very nice. We chit-chat the whole appointment. You know, it was 8, and here it is 8:23. I'm on the road. It takes literally 30 to 60 seconds to get it in. Get all of it in and pull it out. Doesn't hurt as bad when they pull it out. It's a little bit uncomfortable. She's got this gravity feed thing, I think I said last time, and she pours it in, and, you know, right now I've got, I think what it turned out was $211 for 3 treatments, so you do the math. Looks like they got a little bit even there, so I got $70 worth of tuberculosis vaccine in my bladder right now, and my body's like, what in the hell is that doing in here? And it goes into pretty much full-on immune response for a solid 3 days. And I can feel now about the same as last week. I was starting to feel a little bit lightheaded right about here on the highway. Just different. For those of you that maybe have other immune system disorders, have ever taken like Humira or something for rheumatoid arthritis, Skyrizi, Celiac, things for psoriasis or immune system things, irritable bowel, things like that. It feels like that medication. If you guys have ever taken that medication, the similarities between these two things are pretty huge. I was on Humira for a really long time, and I'm pretty sure I had to take that like twice a month. It was a shot. And then I was on Celiac, which didn't work, and then I was on, I just said it. Whatever, psoriasis medication. Now, see, you can see I'm kind of getting a little bit loopy. And a little bit forgetful because I'm starting to pay attention to what my body's doing. My stomach, not my stomach, just below my stomach is starting to get a little bit sore. Skyrizi. I would take it, and then for the next 24 hours, 12 to 24 hours, I feel just like this, an immune system response. And that's what's kind of interesting about this particular cancer or what I'm going through. I'm really glad that my immune system is healthy enough to do what it's doing, because I kind of got the feeling with this particular therapy, because I probably wouldn't go on chemo if immunotherapy didn't work. I may go through chemo, like if any other tumors were found or something like that. But I think the way my doctor is, I asked him if this didn't work, what would another therapy be, and he said there is no other one. So, then we'd be looking at other things. So, other than medication, I'm still feeling okay. I got to go home and I got to turn. So I imagine my response may go up. I got to turn from side to side to coat my bladder. It's been about 5 minutes and 42 seconds that I've been doing this video, and starting to feel a little flush in the face. And let me say once again, for anybody going through this, don't be alarmed. It's not like this, people go through chemotherapy and you kind of get scared, and be like, what are they going through? And the immunotherapy is actually the lesser sickness option when it comes to cancer prevention. But it is, in fact, an immune response. And if your body goes into an immune response, that's how you know it's working. So I actually am okay with this. And I'll watch it over time to see how much of an immune response my body is doing over the next 3 weeks. So if I have more often immune responses and urgency urinating and bladder discomfort and minor pain, which is what I've had, then I'm totally good. One of the biggest things that I noticed over the last 7 days was the urgency to pee. It was pretty bad this time. It's really hard to explain, but when I got into this, I didn't know I had cancer, and then I got cancer, and then in 2 weeks, you've had surgery, and everything just kind of goes really fast. And then I was just realizing what my bladder felt like after surgery when I did my first 6 BCG treatments. So I wasn't quite better yet. I didn't really know what to expect. Now on this next one here, I had 6 months to recoup. And my bladder was like, I was peeing normally for the most part. Every once in a while it would be weird, but I was peeing normally. I was actually having no bladder pain. Bladder pain is something that's been very normal since I got bladder cancer. And then now that I've gotten it fresh off of feeling well, then I know what the symptoms are. Now I'm about 2/3 of the way home. It's been about 8 minutes. And I'm starting to feel scratchy in the back of my throat. Definitely trying not to get hit by people pulling out in front of me and going slow. And I'm starting to feel a little bit scratchy on the throat. And just like all week, I'll just spend a little bit of time talking about how aggressively people drive. I'm not going to get mad, and I'm not going to get road rage. But it's really, really, really not cool how aggressive people drive. Hey, prick. Sorry. I mean, he's in a full-size truck. And he's like entirely too close to my butt. And now I'm cranky because I have cancer. So we're moving past that. And he's up there riding somebody else's ass. So it's been 9 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and cut this. I'm feeling it. I'm going to go home and I'm going to turn on my side and do my, for an hour I have to turn 15 minutes on each side just to coat my bladder with the agent, and then I can urinate, and then spend a couple hours going to the bathroom and drinking water and cleaning myself out. And I'll try to do a video later, let you know how I feel. So I'll start feeling later if I feel bad.